So I went there and I was questioned. I went there at 11 a.m. So about 12 to 1 p.m. I was in the room. Then they told me that after some investigation was done, they told me that I'm going to be arrested. We're going to arrest you now, and we're going to be charged in court tomorrow. So this all came in surprise. So when they told me they're going to arrest me, I was very shocked because I felt very scared and I was very helpless because I thought it's going to be over. But then came a bigger problem. So they arrested me, they handcuffed me and brought me to the lockup. So I had to wait for my bailiff to come bail me up. So although I know I sound like a snowflake now, like very weak, and honestly the lockup was quite a traumatic experience. It was like 6 to 7 hours. I just felt like no space, no phone, no wall, hard concrete ground. Just a very bad experience. I have a lot of thoughts that I'm all alone, etc. Like no one's helping me here.
Well, we said it once, we say it again. You got to be careful when you're overseas where you're at, especially if you're a content creator, because there are some draconian laws that are on the books, especially places like Singapore. First of all, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Madman with a Show. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Thank you for those who have subscribed. We are almost at 600. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hopefully, maybe we can get to 700 before the end of the year. And I do appreciate that. We're just growing and growing. Our family is growing and growing. And that's right, folks. I consider your viewers family because basically you guys come, it's like you come over and you hear what I have to say every week, every episode, including this one. You know, you have a lot of content creators out there from Instagram, OnlyFans, Twitch, many others that have been arrested overseas. Now, understand, there are some really draconian rules out there. And it's to the point where you can't wear certain bikinis, you can't wear certain articles of clothing, you can't go out and do a shoot. I mean, you can't go out and do a legitimate shoot. Even if you were a big corporate company, you know, big magazine, Sports Illustrated, stuff like that, and you can't shoot certain things out there or even upload it to the internet. You may do it privately, but according to the laws in certain countries, you can't upload it through the internet in that particular country. And Titus Lowe found that out the hard way. OnlyFans creator Titus Lowe jailed in Singapore for obscenity. I'm going to read this off of XBiz. Titus Lowe, one of Singapore's top OnlyFans creators, have been sentenced to a prison term and fined for violating the country's draconian laws against obscenity. The 22-year-old Lowe pleaded guilty in court that morning and was fined $3,000, which is around $2,000 US, for uploading obscene photos and videos to his popular OnlyFans. He was also sentenced to 3 weeks in prison for accessing the website, although he was ordered not to do so, Asian news site CNA reported. The charges include failing to comply with a police order by accessing his OnlyFans account when he was under investigation and prohibited from doing so, transmitting obscene photos and videos to his OnlyFans account, and the other 3 related charges. As XBiz reported back in January 2021, Lowe was arrested by Singapore police and charged with transmitting obscene material via electronic means depicting his private parts. Lowe was arrested and was prompted by an anonymous informant alerting authorities in September of last year that he had been violating the country's strict obscenity law. That's the other thing you have to do. People will turn you in many of these countries as well. A week later, Lowe posted an English language YouTube video explaining his OnlyFans job and eloquent detailing his ordeal and how authorities target him under old obscenity laws that are not enforced in many jurisdictions. In the U.S., conservatives or religious activists like Josh Harley and Florida Rick Scott have been crusading in a growing movement to reinstitute local and federal obscenity persecution. Such a move would most likely result in expensive legal jeopardy and liability for independent creators and sexual content. Following a similar obscenity law in Singapore, today's prosecutors told that judge that Lowe has started an OnlyFans account in April 2021, and by October 2021, he had earned more than $345,000, which is about $240,000 after taxes U.S. The court also told Lowe that more than 1,900 active OnlyFans subscribers as of October 2021, and had at some point had many thousands more. The authorities said that an anonymous person who had filed a report against Lowe claimed to have found an obscenity video of in their 12-year-old niece's mobile phone. CNA report. You know, and they always say it's the kid found it. Then the police took a statement from Lowe and told him that he was not to access his OnlyFans account and the email account linked to it. The report continues. Lowe surrendered his passwords but failed to tell the police that he had a secondary email account linked to his OnlyFans account. When police changed Lowe's passwords, he contacted OnlyFans help desk and managed to get access to his account again by claiming he had been hacked. He had posted more obscene photos and videos for his paid subscribers. Now, the thing about it is, you have to look to the perspective. You know, they're going to say, "Oh, kid, why is a child on OnlyFans?" That's my question. Is why is the parent allowing that to happen? I mean, is there other stuff for kids on there? I don't think so. I wouldn't let my kids on OnlyFans because, you know, there's a lot of nudity on there. There's a lot of sex on there. It's not something, it's actually made more for adults. But here's the situation. You have countries that this happens in. You know, for a guy like Titus Lowe making what he makes, leave the country. Leave. Is it easy for you to leave? You know, is there something keeping you there? You've just made $240,000 U.S. Move to a country, you move to the U.S. where you can make some money. You know, you'll be able to make more money. You know, for that amount of money, you must be popular. The other half is the whole situation with Rick Scott and stuff like that. I think with the confusion there are one thing with Florida in my 10 years there are some laws and regulations between jurisdictional. And that includes what time a bar opens up, closes. Also, when it comes to strip joints, basically how much nudity can be put on there. Can it be a full nude or partial, where it's like, you know, they have to keep the bottoms on, but they can take off the top. These are some of the laws that are in there, and I think they want to push these laws back on there. I don't think Harley is a different situation, but I don't think Rick Scott would want to do this in Florida. But hey, listen, this is Florida. You know, it is part of the Bible Belt, and I'll tell you that for a fact. And like I said, when I was there in the 90s, you know, if you wanted to go to a really good strip joint, if you lived in Broward County, like in Lauderdale, anything above, you had to scoot down to Miami. So, you know, internet, different situation. So give me your thoughts about this. Tell me what Titus should have done. Should he leave? Should he stay? Fight for his right? You know, one thing about Singapore, not a place you want to get jailed in. You don't want to go to jail there. So give me your thoughts on it in the comments below. Subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.